Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our Chats with Emily, as we are calling our readings through the poetry of Emily Dickinson. We are in the Johnson edition, and we turn now to poem 472, Except the Heaven Had Come So Near. Now, this is a compelling poem about loss. Again, we don't know, as is so often the case in so many of Emily's poems, what loss we're talking about. Is it relational? Is it something else? Is it an object-driven? We don't know. But it's clear that in this poem, she will speak about this double loss of hers that we'll be paying attention to. Now, our assumptions are that you've been following our stuff at LearnStrong.net. Down that left-hand side, Chats with Emily, our playlist. I'm hopeful that you've already worked through our set of introductory comments. I'm hopeful that you can place this poem within your study of the previous 471 poems. We just finished with 471 tonight. There lay the days. And there, in that poem, you'll recall that Emily is unable to sleep, maybe because she came so close to getting something and then she didn't get it. Many have seen this as Emily's relationship with Sue is somehow broken down, and that is what has led to her feeling the loss of heaven, the loss of grace, as she'll reference it. Except the heaven had come so near, so seemed to choose my door. The distance would not haunt me so, I had not hoped before. But just to hear the grace depart, I never thought to see, afflicts me with a double loss. 'Tis lost, and lost to me. Now, there's such a, this is an amazing little poem. It's one more evidence of a poem that's not often anthologized of Emily's, and yet I think it speaks to the human condition in profound ways. Think about the fact that often it's the little things we didn't even know we could lose, and then we did lose them, and that is even more of a loss, what she'll call a double loss. Notice, she'll reference it first as heaven and then later as grace. Except the heaven had come so near. It's almost as if a friendship, for example, you didn't even know you could have had, and then you meet somebody, and you're like, oh, it'd be so great to get to know them, and then for whatever reason, they're gone. And then it's almost like it's doubly worse that you don't get to have the experience. So seem to choose, notice, my door, both capitalized. In other words, it's like unexpected in some way. The distance, and that may be the key word, would not haunt me so. And some have said haunt is a powerful word for Emily. I had not hoped before, and she'll of course be the famous writer of Hope is the Thing with Feathers and all of that. But notice here, it's almost like you don't even know to hope for something, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, I can have that? Whatever that is, relationship, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's gone just as quickly. But just to hear the grace depart. In other words, so close in your hand, and then there it is. I never thought to see. This is, again, I had not hoped before. It's a repeating. Emily does this, doesn't she, right? It's almost like great blues songs where you have that repeating motif in the opening of the song. Notice we then go to the word afflicts me, okay? And this is a compelling word. Afflicts me with a double loss. 'Tis lost. I didn't get the thing I wanted. And it's lost to me. In other words, not only did it not happen, but it didn't happen for me, and I didn't even know that there was a potentiality until it was too late. Be careful what you hope for, in other words, maybe one possible message. I think her point here is, though, it's hard to miss an opportunity. Now, what is it she's talking about? Is it a relationship? Is it the opportunity maybe to publish her stuff or to have a reader that can support her stuff? It's hard to know. At 2B, I think it's compelling to get a sense of what is it she's talking about. What is the heaven? What is this grace? Is it relational? Like, what exactly is it? So many of these poems, guys, we wish that we could have more of the backstory. If we call this series Chats with Emily for a reason, we would love to sit down with her and say, hey, you remember in 472 when you're talking about the thing that you could have had that you didn't even know you could have had it, and then all of a sudden you hope for it, and then it was gone. What were you talking about there? She may have said a number of things. I can't help but think that Emily at 3A here, I can't help that Emily's not playing around a little bit with Odyssey Book 10. We've given full lectures at LearnStrong.net. But you guys remember this part of the story where Odysseus and his men see Ithaca after so many years being gone. Finally, we're going to get home. And then, of course, the winds are opened. Off they go. On to 10 more years of horrifying journeys, right? And Odysseus sees the thing that he's so close to having, and then it's gone. I think Emily's playing a very similar game here. Finally, to own a poem like this, what was a time in your life when you suffered what Emily calls the double loss? I hope Emily's challenging you. Thank you.